17 years ago today, Colorado and the entire country changed. We lost these 13 lives, 12 Columbine high school students and a teacher, all killed by two classmates. The victims' faces and names forever etched in the fabric of our country and our community. April 20th, 1999 changed the lives of everyone in this community, but for those injured, the scars are real. The challenges arise daily.
Austin Eubanks was shot twice that day. His best friend was killed. Austin spent years battling a drug addiction, and Denver 7 Nicole Brady shows us he has now found a new purpose that's helping others.
Austin Eubanks was 16 when his life forever changed.
That day I was headed to the library to meet friends for lunch. And so everybody's obviously aware of what transpired in the library that day, but I was shot twice, shot in my hand and my left knee, and witnessed the murder of my best friend right in front of me.
His best friend was Corey DePuter, both of them juniors in 1999. Doctors prescribed pills for Austin's physical injuries, but the emotional trauma was so much worse.
I didn't know any better. You know, I was 17 years old and I had been given medication that was supposed to make me feel better. And so immediately I learned that whenever I took substances, I didn't have to feel. I didn't have to feel the emotional pain that I was going through.
Within just 3 months of the Columbine shooting, Austin says he was addicted. He wouldn't seek help for 6 more years. His 20s were a time of continued grief, guilt, and shame about his addiction, but he emerged from that.
I was 29 years old when I finally found lasting sobriety, and I think it took a level of maturity and willingness on my part to really do whatever it takes. And for me, I had to change pretty much everything about my life.
Today, Austin uses those experiences to help others as the program director at The Foundry, a substance abuse treatment center in Steamboat Springs. He's also vocal about the problem with doctors overprescribing. He says the majority of clients who come to The Foundry started with a drug that was prescribed to them.
The story is the same over and over again. I had an injury. I was put on prescription medication. The medication ran out. I was addicted. I turned to heroin.
At The Foundry, addicts learn they can take control and have a future. 17 years after the tragedy that changed Austin, he's living a life he's proud of. He'll never forget, but he survived.
I remember being in active addiction and hitting multiple low points in my life and thinking that there was no way out, that I wasn't ever going to be able to find a way out. And I just want anybody who's out there who might be suffering to know that there is a way out. Change is possible. Change is possible for anybody.
And we should point out that most of the current students at Columbine High School weren't even born when that shooting happened. Still, classes are always canceled on the anniversary of the shooting out of respect to the families and to the community.